Hi there. So I wanted to take a minute to make a short video and give you a little reminder that you always have a choice. It gets a little easier to make these choices when we understand how it is that we're being faced with the decisions that we're being faced with. Nothing ever happens because of someone else. And you know what makes this even more magical is that this applies to everyone all the time. So let's just say you have a situation with someone. Without a doubt, the only reason it's occurring is because your energy, your deep-rooted feelings, your emotions, your root is attracting it like a magnet. It's attracting it so that it can bring forth the emotions up to the surface, so that whatever it is that you've hidden within you can be healed, so that that blockage can be cleared and you can make a step forward in your spiritual evolution. And that being said, we've all had pretty experiential lives. Some of us have had some kind of simple life maybe, but even then, having a good home, and all that kind of stuff and everything taken care of. Sometimes you have families that work too hard, and a part of you ends up feeling unseen and unloved, and so you'll attract situations in your life that inevitably will bring that emotion up to the surface where, like, why is it that I keep feeling, rejected or unseen or invisible? Why is it nobody hears what my needs are? And then you end up learning how to trace it back, and you realize that that was something deep within you that was rooted when you were really little, and you were taught, or you learned that that was how it was or that you learned that you weren't able to get that attention and love that you needed. And so you carried this feeling with you until you could, recreate the situations and attract situations to your life that could give you the new opportunity to make a new choice. And with each new choice comes a new phase of evolution. Sometimes I'm sure you can realize that even when you used to get stuck in those cycles that would repeat themselves, and you're like, why does this certain thing keep happening? Each time around you'd learn something new, and you're like, well, yeah, let's just say it. I don't have this exact experience, but let's just say, you're with some guy that beats you, right? You're like, oh yeah, well, I definitely, I'm not going to be having that. That's just definitely not okay. And forgive me for laughing, but we all go through these phases of growth, and then you realize, the next time you meet someone, you've evolved to where you no longer you know that you are so awesome that you don't deserve this aspect of this kind of situation, and then this other little tidbit will sneak in, and show you this other aspect of that wasn't attended to, and just like maybe being talked down to, or being made to feel last in your family, and your needs never being put first, and things like that. And then the next relationship or friendship or what have you, you learn another little aspect if when you return to that cycle, until you finally realize that you can make an entirely different choice. You don't have to do that anymore. And it's not even really, it's funny, it's not even about intentionally realizing that you don't, or choosing that you don't want to do that anymore. You just choose to love you. That's what's really the game changer, because giving any attention to what you don't want never works. But focusing on what you do want, which is the love of self and every aspect of yourself, and realizing that you are perfect as you are, and maybe even going through the checklist of the things that you may deem as negative. I mean, I don't know, all these situations, they occur so that we can help each other in our growth. And this is an arrangement that we made prior to coming here. We all fully understand what's going on here, as brainwashed as we may be to think that the dramas that we look at are the reality. They are not. They are merely pointers to the reality of a better choice. And there's always a better choice. And you never stop evolving. And just know that every experience that you have brings with it a new choice. And knowing that you're attracting these situations to your life, and that the person that you're talking to or interacting with, and whatever the situation may be, also attracted you into this situation, that's just some magical stuff right there. And how could you just like not be anything but in awe of it, and realize how awesome of an experience it is, and that now it is no longer deemed as something that you don't like or you think is negative, but you now know it to be the blessing that it is. And you can be extremely thankful. Are you okay, puppy? And you can carry that with you to the next experience. And when you really get it, you get it because you no longer experience those situations anymore. You're like, wow, is that really as easy as it is? And that it applies to everything in the world. And you just flex your choices. You have the power to make a new outcome with a new choice. I love you guys. Bye.